Ghost of Tabor has become one of the biggest VR games ever made. It helped define the VR extraction shooter genre, generated millions of dollars in revenue, and built an incredibly passionate community. But over the past 4 years, the game has also become one of the most controversial VR titles. Between developer arguments, community backlash, AI updates, moderation controversies, and constant accusations flying around social media, there has almost been non-stop drama. Today, we're going through the complete timeline of every major controversy surrounding Ghost of Tabor from 2023 all the way to 2026. Let's get into it. Ghost of Tabor launched into early access on March of 2023. Like many early access games, the launch wasn't smooth. Players dealt with crashes, disappearing gear, server rollbacks, inventory bugs, and unstable matchmaking. Most people were willing to forgive these issues because the game was clearly still in development. However, another trend quickly appeared. Whenever someone complained about bugs or difficulty, replies of a skill issue started showing up everywhere. At first, it was just a meme, eventually became one of the defining parts of the community. Some players loved the joke, others felt legitimate criticism was currently being dismissed. This divide would only grow larger over time. At the same time, wipes became another controversial topic. Every few months, players would lose all their progress. Some people loved the fresh economy, others hated losing hundreds of hours of work. That debate never really gone away. Throughout late 2023, the Discord community grew rapidly. With that growth came toxicity. Veteran players often clashed with newcomers. Arguments over realism versus fun became common. Should more armor be realistic? Should recoil be harder? Should the game prioritize simulation or enjoyable gameplay? There wasn't a clear answer. Meanwhile, bugs continued to frustrate players. Weapons disappeared, loot occasionally vanished, servers always crashing. Despite regular patches, many players felt every update fixed some problems while introducing new ones. 2024 was easily the most controversial year in Ghost of Tabor's history. Combat Waffle Studio introduced major balance updates, armor changes, new anti-cheat systems, and several wipes. Every one of these updates sparked heated debate. The switch to BattleEye anti-cheat caused privacy concerns among some players. Although there was no confirmed data breach, it was still a scary thought. Others questioned why DLC continued releasing while bugs still remained. Supporters argued the studio needed continued revenue to fund development. Critics believe bug fixes should have come first. But the biggest controversy happened near the end of the year. The AI update. Players suddenly found themselves getting laser beamed by Phoenix NPCs from long distances. Videos flooded Reddit and Discord showing seemingly impossible shots. Many claimed the AI was unfair. Combat Waffle acknowledged the feedback and later adjusted the system through hotfixes. But for weeks, the community was divided. At the same time, criticism of developer communication also intensified. Some players felt criticism was dismissed too poorly. Developers responded that they are also dealing with harassment and abuse from parts of the community. By the end of 2024, trust between parts of the player base and the developers had noticeably declined. By 2025, the conversation has shifted. Instead of talking about new content, players increasingly focused on bugs that have existed for months. Inventory glitches, desync, reconnect failures, physics issues. At the same time, DLC discussions became more heated. Some players argued Combat Waffle was prioritizing paid content. Others point out that early access studios need income to continue development. Then come the stranger moments in the game's history, known as many community members as the pinging. The official Discord was suddenly mass pinged, drawing huge numbers of users into a voice channel before moderators locked things down. To this day, people tell different stories about what actually happened. Another reoccurring complaint centered on moderation itself. Some users believe criticism was removed too aggressively. Others felt moderation was necessary because discussions frequently became very hostile. By 2026, Ghost of War faced competition from newer VR extraction shooters, especially Contractor's Exozone. Some longtime content creators began covering other games or stopped making Tabor videos entirely. The reasons varied. Some cited burnout, others mentioned persistent bugs. Others simply wanted to try something new. Legacy mode also divided the community. Some players appreciated the additional content, others argued development resources should have been spent fixing long-standing issues instead. Later that year, controversy also surrounded Reddit moderation after Combat Waffle became involved with moderating the main subreddit. Critics claimed negative posts were constantly being removed. Supporters argued the changes were intended to reduce harassment and misinformation. Whether those moderation decisions were appropriate remains a matter of opinion. One thing it's important to point out is what did not happen. Despite years of rumors online, there is no publicly confirmed evidence that Combat Waffle committed financial fraud. There are also no publicly confirmed reports of major player data breach involving Studio. Many accusations circulate online, but accusations are not the same thing as certified facts. As of today, the day of recording, July 13, 2026, Vue and CWS split ways today. Today, Combat Waffle Studios announced their Discord that they split ways with Vue. Apparently, it's been a decision that has been in the making for a while. They are also stating they will not go into further detail, but the lack of detail have also sparked many rumors about what happened. Also, there have been screenshots surfacing from Vue's Discord or DMs. The first one is where Vue calling out Scott, the head of CWS, calling him the studio allows racist and homophobic activities because it says in the picture, "Oh, the N-word flies like a plane at that company," which was stated by Vue. However, I don't know if these are real or fake, but it could be an interesting story to look forward to. Also, I don't know why Tabor made a big deal and made it even bigger by adding a charm, but the Tactile Assault VR lead got arrested for being a pedophile. But that did happen. As I said, yes, the head of Tactile Assault VR is a pedophile. That is confirmed through law enforcement who have arrested him. But, on the other hand, I don't feel like Combat Waffle should be taking a part in this. Yes, they should acknowledge what happened and remove them from their game because they were in a poster. But further than that, I don't think they should have gone to making a charm because they're going to spark more drama and bigger debates. Ghost of Tabor story isn't just about bugs or balance changes. It's about what happens when a massively successful early access game grows faster than anyone could expect. Some players believe Combat Waffle built one of the greatest VR games of all time. Others believe the studio damaged its relationship with the community through communication and development choices. The reality is probably somewhere in the middle. The game has achieved incredible success while also generating years of passionate debate. Whether Ghost of Tabor becomes a long-term VR classic or eventually gets surpassed by newer extraction shooters remains to be seen. But one thing is very certain. Very few VR games have created such much discussion, controversy, and community drama as Ghost of Tabor. If you enjoyed this deep dive, let me know what topic I should cover next. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you the next time.